Hey folks, thanks for joining me, Ryan Nelson, on another episode of Carolina Cats, Bass, and Brim. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned, like and share. Well, I think today I might be doing some pond hopping because the river is so high. I can't do any fishing there the way I want to. I don't want to put my canoe in the currents too much. But also, it's so hot out here today, I don't want to take the truck. But pond hopping almost requires it, because I don't know where I'm going to end up going. I don't know if I can get everywhere in my car. I don't know. Another crappy thing that happened. For some reason, all my bait fish died. Every one of them. So I threw them in my turtle pond, if you want to call it that. It's just a pool with a snapping turtle in it. And yeah, it's a shame. I'm probably gonna fish some out and use some for cut bait, possibly. I don't know. That would be if I go to the river. But it's still up in the air. It's so hot out here, I want to take the car for the nice AC. I need to get the AC in my truck fixed. Something's wrong with it though. But anyway, we'll see where we end up today. Alright, so before we get started pond hopping today, it's awfully hot out like I said, so I'm gonna make something. I want to make these floating limb lines with the PVC pipe and a pool noodle, a couple little pieces of rebar. I'm using these to go on my ends probably, because I have a bunch of stuff lying around. Like I said, try to use things lying around the house. These came off a job, I didn't use them, so I'm using them inside the pipes to weigh them down. Basically how this is going to work is we're putting the PVC inside here. We're going to cut each piece down to about like this. Okay, so you have a piece of PVC like this here. You tie your line on this side. When a turtle or a catfish or whatever you're going for hits it, this piece slides down, and now your piece goes from laying on the water like this to up vertically. This is how you know it's been hit. So I'm going to make a couple of these, and I'll pretty much show you what you need. You need some PVC cutters, or you can use a hacksaw. You need your little $1 or $2 noodle, a couple sticks of PVC. You know, I think this one right here will make a few. And I got 2 sticks. I'm just going to make 2 or 3 right now. I'm not going to make too many. Drill gun, screw gun, so you can go ahead and drill a hole. So you can retrieve it. You can throw it out and retrieve it. And maybe if you want to put a hole in it, you can put your line through. In my case, I'm going to use a rope. I have rope and I have nylon. I have masonry, string, and nylon string. I'm going to try to separate these. And we'll see what we do. Alright, so you see I got the piece cut. You want it to be about that long. That's a good length. And went ahead and stuck the elbow in. You don't need glue. Put your PVC, or I'm sorry, your rebarb, your sticker rebarb inside. Alright. Now, get my screw gun ready. With the drill. Where's the drill bit? I just had it. Right here. Now, you want to take and put a small hole, and I'm using these elbows again just because I had them in a 5-gallon bucket, tons of them. I mean, there's no need for me not to use them. I might even tape up this end with some heavy-duty duct tape used for AC duct. just stuff I have laying around that I've got so much of from the jobs. I mean, there's no need for me not to use it. Would I suggest to go buy this stuff to use it? No, absolutely not. It would be not cost effective. But for me, this is the most cost effective way. So now you see you have a hole that allows you to tie your leader with your hook at the bottom. So whatever hits it, when they pull it down, then again, you will hear, you have to set it like this. You turn it up, put it on the water. I'll show you in a minute with the noodle on. They hit it, comes down, now it's standing straight up to show you it's been struck. Alright, you see what I got going on right here? And I'm going to cut a piece of the noodle. You're going to sharp knife for that. I recommend sharpening your knife every few days, depending on your line of work. Alright. Now, as you see here, okay, this is inside, down at the bottom. You set the hook like this. Now this is going to float, just like this on the water. When something hits this side, pulls it down, it's going to stand up like this in the water. Now in this case, I'm using some real heavy-duty duct tape, made for AC, you know, ducks and that kind of thing. I am going to go a little heavy on it, because I want to make sure that it's nice and secure, because it will be in the water, but it's not going to be in the water for days. It'll be in the water for an hour or two, tops. I'm going to put a lot more on here. Make sure you put your rebarb inside before you start taping up, or, you know, putting your... I would also recommend taking a drill, running right through here, and maybe wrapping you some wire in so it can't come out that way also. I also feel would be effective. But as I'll show you here, we're just going to pack a lot down on there on the end. Mainly we want to make it tough on the end so that rebar doesn't come out. That's what you're really worried about. You don't want to lose the rebar in the water. So, and I'm going to show you. The noodle's going to help hold all this down. You think, oh, tape, I don't know about that. Well, first of all, y'all, this is strong tape. Very strong tape. This is commercial grade tape. It's not stuff that you can go buy at the dollar store or anything. And you see how I done that? Now I'm going to take that noodle, push it up. And again, you see how hard you have to pull to get that 90 off of there. So it's on there pretty good. Alright. Now, you set it like this. When something hits it, the rebarb's going to come down. Right there you go. And you can tie your rope around here and pull this back up if you like, or you can fasten it on a different way. I'm going to show you here how I do it. Now I finally got them separated. This nylon is what I'm going to tie for my retrieve rope. And this masonry string here is what I'm going to use for my hook at the end. Mainly because I think this nylon is going to be more buoyant and sit more on top of the water. And also I just want something sturdy and strong that I'm going to be able to pull in. But that also, you could also use this because it's sturdy and strong. So the hook, either one is strong. You want to make sure that you have some strong rope, strong twine when doing this. If not, you'll be mad when your float's out there and you can't retrieve it. It's still all tangled up. Alright. Make a hole through the top there. And we're going to attempt to fish this through. I don't know how well it's going to work. But I feel like that's the best way to secure it to your rig. Just going through this way. Alright, didn't take very long at all.
Some people like to leave the shrimp out in the sun and let it steam.
And
I like it fresh. The fresher the better. So fresh that if you don't
make sure you tie this down extremely well using whatever knot method you prefer. You want to make sure it's good and tight. And cut the excess off if you want. Tie another hole in it. Doesn't really matter. And there you go. You got your floating rig. Tie your line here with your hook, and you're pretty much set. And maybe we'll throw one out in the pond and see if we can catch a turtle here in a little bit. I don't know. Seems to be cooling off a little bit. The wife won't be off work till 9. So I have a little time to do some fishing. I got access to a nice pond over here that I haven't taken y'all to. There's a fairly large one and then a pretty small one. And we might go do some bass fishing in both, just to give it a shot. See what we can do. It's on the fairgrounds, so we're gonna make sure the gates are open, which they should be. All right, y'all. All right, we're here.
About to tear him up.
But you know, I don't really have anywhere to put this tablet, so I'll just be documenting what I catch today. I'm getting me in camera soon, y'all, and I can't be stopped after that. Well, that was a bust. We ain't getting nothing here. I had some little teeny bass. Following my lures around, too big to hit them, or too small to hit them. But we're gonna go to another pond. We may go there. We're going to another pond. All right, here we are. Got this other little pond I know about. It's little, but there's definitely some fish in here. Let's see what we can do. Well, we haven't had any luck with the bass, but got a few brim and a shiner in there with some worms. So right now, I'm basically just doing some bait fishing since all my fish died last night. You know, if fish dies, you gotta replace it or something like that, they say. I don't know. I just want to catfish. It might stay like that. We'll see. Decent little size bluegill. That's about how big they're all coming out right now. But with a little worm. That's all they're wanting right now is a little bit of worm. All my bait. You know what? I'm gonna try artificial worm. See how they like them around here. Go ahead and pinch one off. What I'm gonna do. piece of an artificial worm like that right there. And it's still got some real worm on here also. So it'll still have the scent on there, which is good. Alright, only something with a little bit of a bigger mouth can get this one. That's alright, we're going to see what's in here. Catch a flag. Alright. Well, we got us one on an artificial worm. This guy right here. He likes artificial worms. Alright, well, here we go. We're getting us a little bit of bait. Talking. That's a little bit bigger. Look at there. Creeping up on me out of the woods. A little bit bigger.